Hello everybody, David Guerra here. Welcome back. It is time for the Leadership Minute. This episode I'm going to talk about negative thoughts, words, and actions. See, the biggest downfall in any up and coming leader is, well, negativity. Now, we all need negativity. We all need a little bit of negativity in there. It kind of keeps us balanced. But many of us just go to the extreme. For some reason or another, we feel comfortable being negative as opposed to being positive. Does it because being positive makes us sound weak? Or is it because being negative is what sets us apart from the crowd? Or you know what? Would you rather be in the crowd all by yourself or have a bunch of followers following right behind you as you lead them? Think about it. See, negative thoughts, they become actions. They become words, and words become actions, and actions become words. And it's also contagious because, for one thing, it makes you look bad in front of others. It makes you look bad when all you have, all you do, and all you say is negative things. When there's no positive things to say about somebody else, yeah, that's not a good thing. It really isn't. See, because that's where negativity becomes contagious, where others in the organization start picking up on your lead. They start saying, well, look, this guy's behavior or this gal's behavior is negative, but no one is saying anything about it. I think I'll emulate their behavior. They're the leaders. And no, I understand. No one goes around saying those things, but it's what's going on up in here. And that, my friends, is where the problem lies. Because once it starts taking root here, it'll take root in other places and other people. And then what have you got? Yeah. You've got problems. That's basically it. Now, because negativity is contagious, people will go out of their way to avoid negative people, even other negative people. Because at some point somebody will say, you know what, I'm negative, but that person's extremely negative. You don't want to be labeled that person. So be careful what you do. Now, what do you do if you start to see yourself as one of those negative individuals, or you are already one of those negative individuals? Well, here's one thing you do. Spend time with positive people. But what if there are no positive people in your organization or where you're looking? Then go out and find them. They're out there. Trust me, they are out there. They're out there. They don't have to be in the next cubicle. They don't have to be in the next office. They don't have to be in the next building, but they are out there. Look for them, find them, and spend time with them. Next, you want to focus on solutions. Be one of those individuals that, yes, there can be a problem and you can think about it and it's a problem and that's negative, but be one of those individuals that also brings solutions. That's what I demand from my staff. Bring me a problem, but also bring a solution. It might not be the right one. It might be the beginning of the right one. It might be beginning of going down the right path. But how do we know that you're really properly thinking something is a problem? How do we know that there's some negative thoughts there if you don't have positive thoughts in the form of solutions? So, without a doubt, bring solutions every time you bring a problem, every time you encounter a problem. Don't just dwell on the negativity. Don't, oh no, this terrible thing. But turn it around and say, hey, look, we can turn this thing around and make it a positive. And here's how we're going to do it. And then present. Now, when you're focusing on a problem and you're preparing to present, also we'll focus on the now and not the uncertainty of the future. You know, don't let that be a distraction to you. Don't let that be a thing that says, well, you know what? There's a problem now. The problem will still be here tomorrow. It'll be great. It'll be huge. It'll be devastating. No, you know what? Worry about today. Worry about fixing things today, then the less you'll have to worry about fixing them tomorrow, because eventually tomorrow becomes today. So worry about today. Make things great today, and who knows, you might completely avoid the problem tomorrow. Now, speaking about tomorrows and speaking about negative things and doing the positive thing and bringing solutions, also be aware that throughout life, and if by now you haven't seen it, well, let me be the first to tell you. Life is full of ups and downs. There's always going to be great things happening. There's always going to be negative things happening. Positive, negative, it balances out because that's just the way life is. Accept that fact that there's always going to be ups, there's always going to be down, but you are the one that's going to have to make it better. Remember that. Because again, no one else is going to do it for you, because again, they're worried about themselves. You have got to worry about yourself and everybody else, especially when you're the leader. especially when people come to you in time of crisis. Especially when people come to you and things are not looking so good, they're going to want answers from you. That's when you, you step up. Now, remember, no one likes negative people, even other negative people. They don't like others to be negative. They think they corner the market on negativity. So it doesn't matter. Avoid being contagious. Avoid being negative. Spread positive. Be contagious in a positive way. But don't be contagious in a negative way, especially with a lot of negativity in the workplace. This day and age, this 21st century, this economy, this political time, this just in general is not time for negativity. It's time for solutions. And this is where you as a leader must step up and deliver those solutions. And so do what you can to avoid becoming a negative person. And if you are a negative person, you know who you are. Contrary to what you believe, contrary to what you've been taught all your life, contrary to what you have seen or witnessed, it doesn't matter. What does matter is know that you can change. And all you have to do is just take one step forward and say, that's enough. That is enough negativity. You're not going to get drawn to it because, again, the future is uncertain. But what you do today will influence what's going to happen tomorrow. And what happened in the past, it stays in the past. You can't change it. You can't change it. You can't dwell on it because, again, you're not going to be able to change anything. And that's the ultimate negativity. Move forward. Listen, everybody, Dave Guerra here. This has been the Leadership Minute. And I will talk to you next week. Have a good one.